Hello guys, good evening. This is Michelle from the Very Chubby TV. And right now, I'll be doing my review on the web series House of Cards starring Kevin Spacey and Robin Wright. Actually, I just finished watching the show on Netflix. Uh, it's a 6 season series, of course starring Kevin Spacey. Actually, I at first I didn't have the the urge to watch this show because I think that the team is just too uh, the team is too serious. It's about politics, and I don't think I have the knack for watching those kinds of series. But then again, I got curious because a friend of mine uh, told me uh, that it's actually a good show, and it's not uh, the one that I thought it is, like boring stuff like that. And also, when I finish watching Designated Survivor, actually I kinda have the liking for political conspiracy drama. And so House of Cards is one of the series that has the perfect theme for political conspiracy. Actually, the show the show from season 1 to season 4, uh, what happened in the show, they were all highlighted in season 1 and season 2. Well guys, I'm sorry again, because I cannot tell you how it all began, because again, it's against my own policy of not spoiling anything in my videos on books, movies, and TV shows that I've watched. And everything that is crucial in a political conspiracy drama, uh, the election, uh, the the conspiring of other political figures in the drama, confederating with each other to do illegal things like that. It's all highlighted in season 1 and season 4. Basically, it's House of Cards was actually giving us a picture of how it is in the political world. Something like, in politics, you have no permanent enemies, and you have no permanent friends, and you cannot trust anybody, even your own wife. So it's kinda like, uh, what is happening in the world of politics nowadays, not only in Asia but all over the world. It's just that uh, House of Cards was a little cinematic in its approach on how it is when you become the head of the Congress, and then you become the vice president, and eventually you become the president of the free world. It's kind of like daunting at the same time. uh, you have it will actually develop your natural desire for power and staying in power. So it's a bit uh it's a bit funny, in a way, because there were this kind of style that the 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 director of the show doing, like voicing out of the thoughts of the main character. While doing that, the main character looks looks at the camera eye to eye. It's as if talking to his viewers that only he knows, things like that. And then it's as if like the world around him has stopped every time he looks at the camera, and then he talk to the viewers. It's kind of funny that way. And then a lot of uh, notable characters was being built in that season 1 to season 4, actually the whole of the series. But uh, actually it didn't sit well to me, that the because there are a lot of characters, and sometimes because of the that many characters in the show, uh, it actually is a little confusing for the most part, because uh, you actually can do the follow-ups with what happened to this character, how you kind of like someone just appear out of nowhere, and then he was being, or she or he was being introduced as like this and like that in the show, and then all of a sudden she disappears, and we don't even know how that character disappears completely. It wasn't even explained. So actually, Kevin Spacey was able to deliver a very very good performance in, and so as Robin Wright. They were actually very very good actors. It so happened that there was, uh, I don't know if I am allowed to say this, but then again, this is my opinion. Um, there was this sex scandal looming in the Hollywood, and that it's bad enough that Kevin Spacey was one of the one of the Hollywood stars that were being implicated in that scandal. And so Netflix decided to axe him in the show. And then what happens now is that uh, towards episode 5, which is the last the no yeah no, I mean season 5, towards season 5, which is the last season where the character of Kevin Spacey was still alive, they were already very very unsure things of what will happen to his character, knowing that I've already watched this long after the show ended, because I think the show ended last year, November 2018, and then before that, at the end of season 5, the character of Kevin Spacey, or Frank Underwood, President Frank Underwood, was already standing on rocky grounds. And so towards the season finale, which is the season 6, there were kinda a lot of unsure unsure things that's happening in the show, because the character of Kevin Spacey, or the character of Frank Underwood, suddenly dies in the series. And it's actually very evident that the Netflix wasn't uh, the relationship of Netflix and Kevin Spacey was so strained to the point that they didn't even show even one video clip or photos or even the voice of Kevin Spacey wasn't heard through the whole of season 6. And it's sad because they uh they are crumbling actually for the ending of the series. Maybe it is really unexpected. I don't know. I don't know what the original plan is. I think maybe it's not only for season 6. I think maybe I don't know, season up to season 10, until such time that maybe the ratings will slow down, that they will decide to end or to cancel the show. But then again, in season 5 I felt a little bored with how the story was coming through, because uh, I don't know anymore the what is happening. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I was just a little not paying attention much about the what's happening in that episodes. But I honestly felt bored during the whole of season 5. And I was really actually hoping that I will reach season 6, because I'm so excited I wanted to know how the story ends. But then again, towards season 6, when I was able to watch it, I just finished a while ago. It's so frustrating that uh, the the character of Frank Underwood wasn't given much of explanation how he died in the show. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just consider that as slip of the tongue spoiling. Anyway, they didn't even explain how it happened. It didn't explain what happened to the character of Robin Wright. It's just that every notable character being built in the whole show was being killed off one by one without any explanation. And it saddens me because it started out like really very good, and then it ended so sour. Maybe because the lack of explanation how what happened to the character of Frank Underwood in the season 5. It could have been better if they extended a few more episodes to explain what happened to the other people in the show. It's just so sad because uh the the final season was only 8 episodes, and I feel like the show has still more to offer, more to explain. Because when I reach the ending, it's I'm really really disappointed because, oh my god, is that how it ends? Like, I it's so hanging. It's, uh, it's really it's really frustrating knowing that it started off like really really good. How I wish it could have been uh maybe just only for season 6, or maybe they just made that season 6 like more episodes, maybe about 20 episodes. But so that at least people can expect or be awed by how it ends. I'm a little frustrated actually, and I wasn't really expecting for that. I was expecting for something more on how they were able to pull that through, since the departure of Kevin Spacey. How will the show continue on with a different character? But then again, Robin Wright was really a good actress. I really like her, and I like her character. Uh, she's a very powerful character in the show, and very powerful woman. They made a very powerful woman out of her in the whole show, and that's what I really like about it. It's very empowering that lately it's always been women who were able to save the maybe the movie, the novel, the show. It's so empowering to know. But I'm a little frustrated because I don't like how it ends. I don't know if other people will agree with me, but then again, it's still nice to be able to watch the whole of it, because right now, uh, I'm kinda like thinking it's so hard to be in politics not knowing who to trust. It's it's bad enough that you don't even have real friends in there, but you cannot even trust your own wife. That's a little too much. And you can always expect that someone is always out to get you, being the most powerful woman or man in a country, or maybe one of the most powerful person in the world. It's now I have a little memory about what President Duterte once said, that it's lonely when you were on the top. And I think that is how the House of Cards was able to instill to me an important lesson that politics is actually something that can bring out the best and the worst in each other. But then again, if you know who to trust, and if you know how to deal with people you don't trust, I think it will still work out fine for you. But then again, it's too bad that the ending was so tragic in this web series. But I still recommend for people to watch this. It's still good, and it's very very daunting actually. And I will miss that because I think I watched that show for maybe almost 2 months, because the episodes in that show is almost an hour long per episode, and that's a lot, actually a lot to take. But all in all, I give the show 4 stars. Yes, 4 stars, because of how the actors are performing. It's very very good. They are really very very good actors, and I hope to see more of Robin Wright soon, maybe in the movies or maybe in another Netflix original. She's actually a very very good actress, and I love her acting. Like, it's like a no acting style. I really really like it. And she was she was one of my favorite woman character on TV. So guys, I recommend for all of you to check out House of Cards. It's a 6 season web series about politics, about deceit, uh, manipulation, things like that. It's very very educational actually. You will learn a lot from it. And for especially for all Netflix subscribers, do check it out, because it's one of the most important legacy of Mr. Kevin Spacey. He was really good in this series. Very very good actor. It's just so happened that uh, it didn't end well for him because he was axed in the show, and the show didn't really, for me it didn't do that well because of his departure. Then again, it's still no worthy to watch. So again, just watch the series, and I don't know if you will have the same opinion as me. So if soon you will be able to come across my video, you can just comment uh, right below this video. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you again for another series review, movie review, book review, and toy review, maybe in the next week. So again, thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend, everyone.